Loose parts are the building blocks of adventure play. It's human nature to want to loosen up natural elements from forest and field and to remake the landscape, creating enclosure, shelter, and tools. Loose parts offer the abundance of nature in urban spaces where children may not find what they need for their natural creativity. Loose parts are not toys. They can be used in all sorts of ways. Children immediately start investigating their qualities and inventing uses for them. It's called compound flexibility. This kind of play, in sufficient quantity, really does build neural complexity and physical literacy, a resilient body and a flexible mind. When we offer children loose parts, they almost instantly convert a boring flat green space into an exciting adventure playground for themselves. The creativity is literally endless. The secret is the open-ended quality of loose parts. Here at Earth Day Canada, we're lucky to have a shed to store our loose parts for our play events. What's in here is mostly reused, upcycled materials that somebody donated, or we even found them on the street. So you can see we have sonotubes, we have hula hoops, we have a pair of crutches, we have costumes, and over on this wall we have a lot of odds and ends, pots and pans, and baskets and chalk and different things like that. This is a swimming pool vacuum cleaner hose. If it gets one hole in it, it's damaged and it's no good anymore, but it's fantastic for play. You cut it up into smaller pieces and the children use it for water play. It's great. Kids always like to build things with wheels, an essential part of your loose parts collection. And here at Earth Day, we all have our favorite loose part.
So my favorite loose part is the simple box. People often joke they buy their kids elaborate, expensive toys and the kids end up playing with the box. And there's a reason for that. Kids can use it to get in, pop out. They can use it to hide in, as a house or fort, cut windows or doors, peeping holes. And finally, they can completely cut it down and use it as a sliding surface on grassy or snowy hills. Simple box, so many possibilities.
I love bringing real electronics to our outdoor play events. These are things kids see all the time but rarely get to actually play with. They love pressing the buttons, dialing knobs, and talking on the phone to their friends. They also love to include them into a larger play scheme where they're part of their fort or part of a robot that they've built with cardboard boxes and other things. Another thing that's really fun to do is to take them apart. It's really fascinating for the kids to see what's inside.
Spools make wonderful loose parts for play because they are so versatile, and they come in a number of different sizes and materials, which is great for different ages. These are very lightweight aluminum ones. The cardboard and plastic ones are also light. These big spools make excellent tables and chairs, but if you're feeling a little more adventurous, all you have to do is flip it over, take a seat, and roll away.
My favorite loose parts are pots, pans, and the bucket. Children use the pots and pans to roleplay as chefs and use the bucket to create a beat for their inner soul.
My favorite loose part is rope. A tire swing, a game of tug of war, a zip line, they all begin with rope. And rope's one of our best loose parts in terms of combining things. So when kids are engineering and being really creative, they're using rope.
Kids love suitcases and anything basically that has wheels. It's a great way for them to take things from one place to another, and it's also a great place to store your loose parts, like dress-ups. Kids of all ages love playing with dress-ups. They can be a business worker, a superhero, or a cowboy. With a suitcase full of stuff, you can be anything you want.
My favorite loose part is the humble stick. And I love sticks because you can find them almost everywhere and anywhere, and they're free. And they can be so many different things. They can be paintbrushes, and pencils. They can be fishing rods. They can be horses. And they can be magic wands.
So this is my favorite loose part. It's an egg beater or a whisk. And kids are really interested in the mechanics of it. They study how it works and then they play with it. They're really hard to find. So if you ever do see one, grab it. So it takes a little bit of work and planning to collect loose parts, but it is so worth it because it makes for endlessly enriching, creative, fun play for children.